Cat shades, head and a day. My brother Jake, have you thought about changing your ways? Because I don't have no doubt. You don't have to know what the world's about. My brother Jake, head down, it's a scrape in the ground. Jake, stay away, babe. No, you can't always be down. My Brother Jake by Free. Now, you might not have heard that. You might be too young, or it might not have been your thing. You probably have heard of Free, and even if you haven't, you've probably heard their greatest hit, All Right Now, if you're a rock fan. Anyway, it's a good one, isn't it? Now, obviously, every week I ask for questions, just because I don't want it to get stale and me run out of things to say. It's got to the point now when I ask for questions, I have to delete it after about 3 minutes because I'm getting too many. So, I don't know. So I'm going to apologise in advance. Statistically, I'm probably not going to get to your question, but you might be lucky. There are some regulars and new people asking equally stupid questions, I'll be honest. So let's start. Right. Megan Sophie says space tourism is just around the corner. There are a few days of training and the actual flight. Would you consider being the first comedian in space if you had the opportunity? It seems like there would be a lot of potential for comedy. You know what? I mean, listen, it's amazing, and I'm in awe of science and nature. And it's incredible. But just going up into a rocket and seeing, you're no closer to anything than you are on Earth, really. It's all relative, isn't it? It's an infinite universe. What do you do, really? You feel you probably experience some sort of ridiculous G-force, which you could probably emulate. There's going to be nothing there, is there? There's nothing there. I mean, if I go to Mars and they're kind of like, and it's amazing, and it's like something from Total Recall, that's one thing. If it's me and some stupid billionaires going up, drinking champagne, and then coming down and going we're in space, no, I'm not interested. Would I like to be the first comedian? Again, it'd be a nice honour, but what does it mean? I certainly want to be the first person. I want someone to test it first. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be the first one. Like the first fucking chimp they sent to space, they couldn't get it back. What's the point of that? Or dog or whatever. Oh, we got it up there. Yeah, where is it? We can't get it back. Oh, cheers. We can all do that. So no, I don't think I would. It's too risky. If I didn't care about anything anymore, but it's not the risk. Unless it's like everyone's doing it and it's easy, then yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't even like travelling to LA. I try and move jobs to New York because LA is too far. Oh, I didn't say hello to people, did I? Where are you from? Let's see, Florida, Blackburn. So yeah, maybe not. Chipmaster says, "What's your favourite flavour of pie?" Flavour of pie. That's interesting. Now, Americans don't have pies like we do it, like savoury pie. They don't have like meat and potato pies. Do you know what I mean? Their pies are usually fruit pies. So and I don't eat meat anymore. So I'd say it's probably. Do you know what I used to when I was on the dole? There used to be a corner shop, and I used to have a cup of tea, and I used to get 6 of those Mr. Kipling's, what are they called? Brownlee apple pies. Oh God! I mean, just sugar and fat. But I used to eat 6 with a cup of tea. I was thin then, but after a few years of that, I was fat. So yeah, Mr. Kipling's apple pies, amazing. It's a nice story, isn't it? It's so sad. Just sad. On the dole wasting his fucking couple of quid. I had a couple of quid a day. So I'd have some Bramley and apple pies. We'd eat rice and beans, and I'd get a can of lager, which was precious. I could do that again. Not a worry. Jason says, would you go back to do another special of either The Office, Derek, or Extras? Well, I mean, The Office really doesn't make sense now. I mean, there'll be no such thing as an office in a few years. People will go, what's this about? Well, where are they? Why are they all mingling? And I did a follow up. People know where Brent is now, so I did that with Life on the Road. So that's put to bed. Extras. Where'd you go with extras? You know, it's like, is Andy Millman a 60-year-old still being? I mean, Derek, I could see, but I won't do any of them. But if I had to choose, if someone would go to bed and said you've got to do another special, it would be Derek, because it's a contained world. It's really sweet. It's ongoing. Things don't change, and I think I miss him as a character most. So, Derek. Matt says, oh, another word. Who would win in a fight? Derek, David Brent, Andy Millman, or Tony Johnson? Tony's angry. And I think Tony used to be, in my mind, his backstory, he was a fit sort of bloke. He was, he sort of seems to be more, he's not as sort of, I don't know, David Brent and Andy Millman, there's something about them, they don't want to get their hands dirty, whereas I think Tony Johnson has cleaned out a drain before. So I think Tony from Afterlife would knock him out. If Derek got him to the floor, different matter. If it's stand up, Tony Johnson, but Derek's a bit grabby, isn't he? He's a bit grabby, so he could squeeze the life out of it. What? Osnog says, if you were frozen in time, here we go, some weird questions now. If you were frozen in time for 250 years, what would be the first thing you would do when you wake? Be dying for a piss. 250 years. I'd be dreaming. I love having a wee, mate. Okay, now, did I say that out loud? to the world. No, I've got wangxiety. So I'll have a wee, right? I've said wee too many times. Right? I'll have a wee before I go to bed, and then so I say, and if I'm not asleep in sort of like 10 minutes, I go, I need a wee soon. And as soon as I go, I need a wee soon, I go, have a wee, and then you've done it. And and then yeah, depending on how much I've had to drink, I'll have one in the middle of the night. Sometimes I dream I'm having a wee, and I wake up and I need a wee. Which is better than not dreaming you're having a wee and you wake up and you're having a wee. What was the first thing I do when you wake? Right, I'd go, where am I? They'd go, you're in Zorgborough. I go, what? I go, Zorgborough. Where's that? I go, used to be Hampstead, but we took over. We're humanoid droids. 250 years. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could cope with that, depending on how far. I mean, I suppose technology is exponential, isn't it? Once, now we've done the, you know, computers and everything they can do. It might accelerate a bit. It might be a completely different world. 250 years. So 250 years ago, I mean, it wasn't that. Without, if you take away the technology, you know, we did the same things. We had the same foods. We read. We had the same cultures. We just got around on horses instead of, you know, what would we do with hoverboards? I've been promised them for 50 years. They haven't materialised. I'd want to know everything. I'd tell me everyone's dead. Everyone I knew is dead. That'd be depressing, wouldn't it? I don't know what I'd do. How would you find out? I don't know. But I think cup of coffee. It's just a normal day. And there's loads of people in white coats watching me. And I just have just a normal day. And they go, you know, it's 250 years. I go, yeah, not a problem. I go online. And I've got loads of messages. Like a billion. Oh, Kathy, she's getting to the heart of it. Would you rather be a dog like Rupert or a cat like Joey? Why does it have to be a dog like Rupert? Why can't it be a much better dog? You should change that. You should. No, I'm joking, Rupe. I'd like to be a short, fat, no-legged, sandbag, beady-eyed dog, doormat, furry dog. Well, take out the Rupert and the Joey, because, you know, a dog is a dog, a cat is a cat. I think I'd have to, I don't know. Oh, a cat or a dog? Oh my God. That's such a tough one, isn't it? Cats, I think, because they haven't got the dogs are worried about shit, aren't they? Cat goes whatever. So I'd like that. I'd like to have no burden of like having to please anyone. Dogs just want to do what you want. Cat goes, I'm staying here. Turn the radiator on. I'll be like that. I'll be a cat. Annabelle, would you ever consider doing a musical? Yeah. Yeah, I would. That'd be a good idea. Or do you mean being in one? I'd never be in one. I wouldn't sleep. Doing someone else's, as much fun as it would be, if I said yes to that, I don't know what money they'd have to give me to do a Broadway run or a West End run. Oh, the pressure, and the same thing every night. So if it means doing someone else's musical, no. If it means doing my own, yeah, because that would be exciting. That would be a nice project, and working on the songs and finding a concept. So yeah, obviously I'm doing about 9 things at the moment, so that's down the line. But yeah, definitely. What's this? Cadmus. Your confidence on stage and in public is inspiring. Thank you. Do you ever suffer from social anxiety? And if so, how do you deal with it? Well, I wouldn't say I did. I wouldn't say I ever did. I've never been sort of like you know, shy or worried about public speaking or. And I think I have the normal anxieties, social anxieties. No one wants to make a prat of themselves. No one wants to upset someone. You know, I've got all those things, but I'm pretty confident I don't do that. It's funny because now I'm famous and I realise that people remember things you say more than you would just two blokes meeting. I, I often I'll have a chat with someone, like let's say, I'll say something and I'll make a joke. I walk away and I think, oh, was that okay? I go to Jane, was that fine? They know I was joking. Can you go see? Of course. Because I'm worried that they're concentrating more on what I say because it's an anecdote. Do you know what I mean? So I'm always very conscious about being, you know, nice to people. But then I think I do. I think I always did. I did when I wasn't famous. I didn't go around saying awful things to people, thinking they won't know who I am. So I don't think that's made that much difference. But sometimes, again, I'm better now. When I first got famous, again, I'd walk into a shop, and if I saw the two, shop assistants sort of whisper to each other, I'd walk out because I think, oh, how can I buy pants now? How can I buy my usual pink thong now? So no, I don't. But I mean, big things like the globes. That's not an average social anxiety. That's like fucking hell. If I say something bad now, 250 million people watching it. It's there forever. I can't get out of it. So you cope with it by knowing what you're doing and taking a deep breath. Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. I think people think that I go out and I'm drunk and I don't care what I say. It's just not true. I do. I'm I know what I'm doing. Tea kettle. Would you rather have to eat your favourite food and only your favourite food every day for the rest of your life, or never eat your favourite food but can eat anything else? It's got to be that one. It's like, yeah, the moral of that story, if you choose your favourite food, you're sick of it, aren't you? Whereas if you just miss it, you've still got that variety. Tell us what you mean by favourite food. Yeah. Favourite food. If I just chose like Guinness, I just have no Guinness. I think whatever your favourite food is, or whatever the definition is, or a meal or whatever, I think it's a mistake to choose your favourite food forever. I think it's better to miss your favourite food and have everything else. So yeah, what would mine be? Would like pasta count? Beans on toast, but it would still be everything else. Dan, what was your major influence in doing comedy and being such an amazing writer? Cheers, Dan. These look like I wrote these myself, don't they? I didn't. They're all real questions, I promise. What was your major influence in doing writing and being such an amazing writer that you are today? And if you didn't do comedy and have made it, what else? If you didn't do comedy and have made it, what else would you have done? Well, my influence in doing comedy is probably being a fan. Just simple as that. You know, everyone who loves comedy thinks, wouldn't it be great to write a sitcom? Everyone thinks they've got a sitcom in, and they have. They have. You have. It's just doing it. Then there's luck. Then there's originality and everyone else doing it, and then there's like choice, bad taste, anything you could say. Oh God, I could have. But that's the influence. Watching other people do it well. Sometimes watching other people do it badly. when I came to write The Office, I had a big list of don'ts, like among things I hate, things that ruin it for me, as well as do's. Same as stand up. You know, I'd 9 out of 10 comics I'd watch, I'd go, I'm better than that, and then one I'd go, oh fucking hell, I'll never be that good. So that together makes you want to be as good as the good one, and you go, fuck me, I want to be better than those terrible 9. So it's where you want to be in the. Some people do it just to do it. It's better than their job. They don't care. Other people want to be the best and do anything. Other people just want to make as much money as they can. But for me, it was watching things I loved and wanting to do something as good as that. What would I have done? Don't know. Some academic maybe. Anything from research and science or biology to teaching. Something like that, I think. Just to keep my brain going. And there's something artistic on the side, maybe. Stonewall. How long have we done? I've got loads of questions here. I've got too many questions, but I don't want to let anyone down, do I? It's a burden. I haven't even got to freaking idiot Rupert's fucking essay, probably. Stonewall Rockhaven, if that is his real name. When I saw The Office for the first time, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it like I should have, because I felt so embarrassed for the guy. I felt embarrassed for the fictional person, which is silly. Was that your intention when writing the character of Ben? Well, yeah, I did want. I did want people to feel uncomfortable. I wanted to feel sorry for them, and the fact that it was a fake documentary and made it more real made that even worse. And then the fact that he could look down the lens would make people feel, oh fuck me, he's looking at me, So yeah, it was. That was my intention. I want people to feel it, feel him digging himself a hole and go, oh God, why is he making it worse for himself? And in that way you sort of root for him. So even though he says something stupid, you sort of laugh and you go, oh, thank God that's not me. But you sort of go, oh, it's not his fault. So I wanted all those emotions. Yes. Here we go. Gunner. He's here. Gunner says, thinking of how you give a voice to animals who cannot speak for themselves gave me an idea for my question. Love the backstory. Just ask the question, Gunner. No one needs to know what you were doing when you came up with this. No one's asking you what your influences are on this question. Don't big up your part, mate. Just we're running out of time here. If you could understand what dogs and cats say, and no one else could, would you make it public, risking being called nuts? No, I don't think I would. I don't think I wouldn't need to, would I? If I was walking down the street and someone was walking the dog and the dog was saying, my feet are fucking sore, I'd go to the owner, oh, that looks like his feet are sore. And they go, what? I go, look, that's his feet. I think there's, what? I go, it just looks, I'm a dog psychiatrist. I know the dog would go, oh, cheers, mate. I go, not a problem. Not a problem, son. They're walking along. Dog would go, time for a shit. I go, I think he. Soon it'd be like Ghost Town, the film I did, where all the ghosts find out I can see them, and they're all coming around. Dog going, can you tell my master to leave the door open at the back? Yeah, I'll tell him. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'd be like a medium, but for dogs. I'd definitely tell him. That would waste more of my time, wouldn't it? That'd be a full-time fucking job. That'd be worse than this. At least this dogs and cats bother me for half hour twice a week. Rosie says, do you think animals can or will be... Yeah, another question the same, but not the same. Do you think animals can or will be able to communicate with humans? Do you think it's possible for them to have a moral conscience? Well, they do sort of communicate with us, don't they? We understand some signals, and we've learned a lot about animal behaviour, and obviously to varying degrees. Do they have a moral conscience? I wouldn't have thought most do. Most do work on instinct, and they're just signals, and it's chemistry and physics. But you look at, again, primates certainly do, and dogs. I think dogs have a moral conscience. A dog knows when it's done wrong and it feels bad, and it just wants you to say, "Good boy, forget it." They have a moral conscience, definitely. A very primitive one, but they're conditioned. But it's like when you see a dog fighting its instinct to be a good dog, like the person holds up the bone and says stay, and it's fucking salivating. So he goes, I just want the dog in it is going, eat the tree, eat the bone, survive, eat it, right? But then the pet in it that knows that it upset its part is going, don't eat the fucking bone, don't eat the bone, eat the fucking bone, don't do that. So they definitely have moral conflicts like we do. What's best and most gratifying now? What's the right thing to do? Given that I don't want to upset people, and I can sit on his lap after. Last time I ate his slippers, he put me in the kitchen for an hour. I didn't like it. I'm not going to eat his slippers this time. Eat the slippers. I'm not going to eat the slippers. I'm not going to eat the fucking slippers. So I definitely think animals over a certain level of intelligence have a moral conscience. Yes. Talking of which, Rupert's got a question. Rupert, oh, there's no time, Rupert. Right. We've got a serious and a stupid question. Right. Is this a stupid question? A freak accident has left you without a nose. You got caught in the doors of an elevator, right? Not to worry. So I lose my nose in an elevator, ripped off, right? Not to worry. Doctors have 3 noses you can choose from. Of course they do. Only thing is, they are animal noses. Yeah, 3 animals lost their noses that day in the Hampstead area. We've got them on ice. You have A, anteaters. B, long-nosed monkey. Is that an actual name of a monkey, Rupert? Have you just made that up because you want me to have? Because the third one's a shrew. So you want me to just have a long nose, don't you? Do you mean proboscis monkey, or is there a long-nosed monkey? If there isn't, Rupert, I'm banning you. I want people to tweet me and Rupert, right? If there is no such thing as a long-nosed monkey, Rupert's banned. Anteater, fuck that. What good is that except eating ants? Long-nosed monkey. At least that's a primate nose. I don't know what it looks like, or even if it exists. But, I mean, a proboscis monkey, I mean, it looked fucking stupid. A shrew. Can't have a shrew. It's got to be, I'll have a monkey nose. At least it's a fucking monkey. Do you know what I mean? Right. That was a stupid question. Do you want to know what a serious one is? In backup, it's a serious question, right? You've woke up at 2 a.m. to an eerie scratching sound. There, sat on the end of your bed, is the ghost of Henry VIII. This is a serious question. What 3 questions do you ask? I go, what the fuck? Like I go, scratch his head. Why is he scratching? Is he just like, what's he got? Fucking Scabies. Why is he scratching? What's he scratching? Is he in his thing, or is he fucking naked, just scratching his balls? How do I know it's Henry VIII? Does it look like the drawings, the paintings? There was no photos. Why is he? What if he's lying? What if he's a shit ghost? Right? It's just a bloke who went to heaven and he haunts people, and he goes, "I'm Henry VIII," and all the people in heaven go, "You fucking liar," and I fall for it, and he's not. It was just some bloke, just some fella bigging up his, and he goes up to heaven. They all bully him. He goes, "You don't, you shut fuck off, you fucking idiot, you liar." The real Henry VIII is going mental. He goes, "Stop fucking pretending to be me." God, it's a free country, isn't it? No, it's not a fucking free country. It's a mythical place. I'd ask. I go, "Were you when you Well, Henry VIII, basically, the thing he's most famous for being a king of England. What he did was, because he wanted an heir, and some of his wives didn't give him a male heir, I think. Obviously, he had no choice but to execute them. And they thought, "Oh, I could just divorce them." And I know you can't divorce them in the Catholic Church. So I went, "All right, I'll invent a new church." Was that a good thing that he did? So I know he didn't have to execute them in the first place, but surely he could say, "Listen, I'm either going to execute you or divorce you," and everyone should go divorce them then. No, it's not allowed. No, but it's better than executing them, isn't it? So was he a good guy or a bad guy? I'd ask him. I'd go, were you a good guy or a bad guy? He'd go, "I'll be honest, Rick. They didn't like that. I thought I was doing a good thing here. Either execute him." And I go, "We didn't have to execute him." He goes, No, but I needed a son." I go, "Why though?" I go, "Sexist." He goes, "It was 500 years ago, mate. Things were different then." I go, "Fair enough." I go, "But I'll be honest, Henry. You're cancelled. You're cancelled. I've been online and they don't like your methods. You've been cancelled." I go, "Are you really Henry VIII?" He go, "I gotta go." You fucking liar. Thanks, Rupert. Right, final question. This is Joey, of course. Always I wake up. You woke up one day to find that you've been sleeping in your wardrobe. What, forever? Why did I wake up one day? Or I just fell asleep in the wardrobe that one day? You woke up one day to find that you've been sleeping in your wardrobe. You notice a small fairy door in the corner that says "Enter." I'm not going in. So this is like prison slang, this. You notice a small fairy door in the corner that says "Enter." You open it and you are pulled through a portal into the future by the fairies. The year is 2025. Well, it's only 5 years' time. 4 years' time, really. You have been asked to ban 3 things and invent 3 things. Fucking hell, what's this? Homework. Fucking hell, Joey. I've got to come up with 3 inventions and 3... What would they be? Right. Inventions. I can just make up anything. I don't know they're possible. But I've always wanted a little backpack that made me fly around. So that a little backpack. It'd be mainly to do with flying. The hoverboard, backpack. What else? Ban 3 things. Hurting animals at any level. So everyone would basically be vegan, and the whole world would be fed, and animals would be our friends. What else would I ban? Everything would be secular, wouldn't it? and we'll have the freedom to equality, secular, ban, separate church and state, ban all animal cruelty. What else? What annoys me? I mean, I suppose you don't think I just ban things like poverty and cancer. You mean things, don't you? Skateboards. I ban skateboards. They're annoying. No reason. Whistling. I ban whistling, skateboards, and fucking eating with your fucking mouth open. You pigs. Well, that was a nice say. Yeah, well, that was a good one, wasn't it? Fucking hell, look how many I've got through. I know I've gone over time. Right, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'll say hello to some people. People laughing, hello. Ban the idea of banning something. Oh, that's true, yeah. Trump or Biden to win? No idea. I'd get it wrong, wouldn't I? No idea. I don't really do politics. Not for me to say, is it? Not my country. And none of my business. Give me money. Someone says, "Hello, Ricky." Someone just said Susan. That's just her name because I can't read her name, so she's written a good Canada. People know that Emma. People know their name or their country. Brenda. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thanks for joining in. If you want to buy a beer, buy Street Dog. Google it. Buy a few cans of that. We're saving dogs on this free fucking, what is it? Podcast? Live broadcast. See you. What day is it? Wednesday. See you Sunday. Have a great week. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.